Hey, whopping beautiful humans. Today I am here to tell you why I added Kipper cards to my tarot practice. I haven't been practicing tarot for very, very long, only for about 2 years now, since about July of 2021. And I can't say I'm a master at it. There's definitely lots of people out there who can read better than I can, who have been reading for a lot longer than I have. But as we know, tarot is a very personal journey, and how we relate to it depends directly on how often we test ourselves, how often we test our cards, how open we are to learning from others. So I am always open to learning from other people, and I am allowing myself to be open to learning from other systems. Now, let's start with what is a system? Well, we're going to talk about the difference between tarot and Kipper. Let's talk about the difference of those systems in particular. Tarot is a 78 card divination system based on, at least in common usage nowadays, the art of Pamela Colman Smith and Arthur Edward Waite as the writer. This is the Tarot Vintage. It is a widely available commercial deck distributed by Lo Scarabeo. You can find that on the world's largest retailer. And I am also using today a Kipper deck. Kipper was a German predictive narrative system, very akin to Lenormand. It was invented in Germany and is in wide use in Germany. Not so much outside of the continent, just has been breaking ground here in North America probably over the last few years. I love this system, and let me tell you why and how it relates to my tarot practice. Okay? Tarot, if you've been reading tarot for any length of time, or even if you're new, relies, although it is a system that is set up with, suits and specific sort of fundamental meanings for each of the cards that you have to learn and memorize. 78 cards. Hey, my memory's not that great these days. How about yours, right? And inside the cards are specific images that you use to help you interpret them. It becomes a little bit unwieldy sometimes. There's a whole lot of information out there about these cards and their potential meanings, and it can be very easy to get overwhelmed and a little lost in the clouds when you're trying to give someone a reading, because there's so much going on. Okay, it can be interpreted so many different ways by so many different people. Enter Kipper. All right, Kipper cards have a basic function. Their basic function is to visually represent a single thing. And you build on this language of Kipper by creating sentences using these specific images, okay? We've got committed communication, marriage, and a letter of some kind. If we swap it this way, we've got communication in a marriage, communication in a partnership. That basic and that simple. Honest to goodness, I really, really love these predictive narrative systems. But how it changed my tarot reading is really important. I've noticed that after working with these predictive narrative systems, Kipper, Lenormand, and Gypsy cards, that when I come back to reading tarot, I'm now reading it more linear, right? Great hopes for a celebration in defense of your great hopes you're defending your great hopes for a celebration. You're watching a longed for celebration come into disorder. Perhaps there's going to be some kind of fight or some kind of disagreement at a party or celebration that you're hosting. Honestly, that simple. Love it, love it, love it. Absolutely, absolutely will recommend learning other systems to augment how you read your tarot. That's today's adventure in cartomancy, and I'll see you again next time. I'm Kat Jeffrey, the Tarot Pilot.